Difficulty normal. Easy. Hard. What the hell? Why is that the picture for hard? Wait a minute. I'm too pretty to die. Clever girl. Sexy Saurus Rex. Let's do normal difficulty. That's seriously how they started? Sexy Saurus Rex. Anyway.
Initiate decontamination process.
Okay. Some poorly rendered water came out of the sky. Oh, is that your health meter on your arm? 100 of 100. Find a way out of the facility. Surrogate facility. Do you stand up? B is stand up or crouch. Her hair phases in and out of her own back when she does that. That's not a good sign. Okay, we have X does nothing. Square puts a meter on the bottom right-hand side of the screen that says 0 out of 0. I don't know what that means. Triangle opens your inventory. And, whoa. A crafting list. Purple pills, rifle ammo, antidote, shock rifle ammo. This is kind of a spoiler, is it not? This literally spoils the entire game. So you can see all the different weapons you're going to get in the game. Oops. Okay. Left trigger, or left bumper, nothing. Left trigger, nothing. Right bumper, nothing. Right trigger, nothing. So I guess we're just supposed to do stealth right now. Flashlight. Where did she just put that? What the? She put it under her leg? Under her knee? What the frick? She shoves it into her leg. She rips it out of her calf and shoves it back into her calf. Wow. Great stuff right from the get-go here. All right, here's some nice dead body parts. Very nice. Interact. No, you cannot interact with that. I hate to tell the game, they're mistaken. The game has a weird thing about its graphics. Do you notice something? Like, for example, take a look at the edges. They don't look straight. Did you notice that? And I'm playing in 4K. Every edge looks a little, like, pixely. That's weird. I don't know why it's like that. It's something to do with the graphics. Yeah, look at the graphics. Oh, God, when I turn, look at the screens. They pixelate. That's really weird. Okay. Uh-oh. Run? Oh. No one dodge rolls? Does? Holy shit. Run. There's a dinosaur behind me. Run! There's a dinosaur behind me. Run! There's still a dinosaur behind me. Okay, well, we can find some clothes and weapons now. For goodness sakes. I thought the dinosaur was opening the door like in Jurassic Park. No way to save the game yet, right? There's a lot of sticky hand. Oh, Jesus! Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay, I will leave the observation room. We will stop observing and we will run. Oh, and I'm getting killed now, and I don't have a weapon that works. Let's go to radiation suppression, shall we? Oh, it's still here. Oh, let's go to radiation suppression. Let's keep running. Let's keep going. Let's open. It's still there. It's still behind me. Oh, let's run. Okay, we're back here. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now I lost health. How's it supposed to? How do I use my gun? I don't have the gun equipped, like, shortcut. Okay. What the? I can't see. How is there a flashlight in front of me? I can't see. I couldn't see a goddamn thing. Oh my God. Well, now I'm bleeding, huh? I think I'm bleeding. Yeah, I can't do anything. I can't use the purple pills. It doesn't work. I'm dying. I don't know what to do. I'm bleeding, but I don't know what to do. Look, use. It doesn't work. Nothing works. I'm gonna die. There's nothing I can do. What the fuck is wrong with this game? There's nothing I can do. I'm dead. Yeah. So I guess I'm bleeding, but the game has never explained a mechanic to stop bleeding at all, and they won't let me use the items in my inventory. Oh, good. We're back here. Oh, delightful. This game is working out well. So there's no save, only auto-saving, and the auto-save is not frequent whatsoever. There's enemies that you can't really dodge or get around, and if they hit you, you bleed, but there's no way to stop bleeding. Sometimes you can use items in your inventory, sometimes you can't, because we've already healed once, but now I can't heal.
Importance. Warning. Containment measures. Failed.
Yeah, look. It doesn't work anymore. Earlier I could use items. I can't use items anymore. Look. I can't heal. Why can't I heal? The game is so messed up. Look at this. Look at this leg here. I can't even get it unstuck. Just like you guys were saying, L1 dodges. All L1 does is like back steps quick, but it doesn't dodge in any other direction. It just like hops around. I don't even know what's going on. I can't do anything. I can't see. Well, I can't move. I'm dead. I guess she drops her gun. I'm dead.
Please make your way to the Starbridge facility. Your safety.
Can't see. Now I'm bleeding, and there's no way to stop bleeding. I can't use items, and I can't stop bleeding, so I'm gonna die again. Blood vial? What do I do? I can't stop bleeding. Guys, do you know how to stop bleeding? Because the game hasn't explained it at all, and I'm gonna die again and have to do the whole fucking thing over. Anyone know? So I can't use any items. They don't work. They sit in my inventory and they're unusable. There's a mechanic where you bleed, but you don't actually... You can't heal the bleeding no matter what you do. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? He apparently hit me again, even though I dodged. And now I'm bleeding. But I got a tourniquet. Okay, I stopped the bleeding. Patch up. I finally got it to stop bleeding. He dropped a tourniquet randomly. So you can't craft a tourniquet. You need to, or you need bandages in steel, which we haven't found steel yet. So you can just never say, there's no save. Like at one point, does the game actually save? You're doing all this progress and the game has saved absolutely nothing yet. So if you die, you gotta redo the entire first level. Okay, purple pills, that's for healing. And people had the balls to complain to me saying, Phil, you're only playing 2 hours of this game on release day? What the f just happened? What just happened? What? The game never said I was bleeding. The game literally never said I was bleeding. It's rare when a game actually, like, tells me to stop playing it, but I feel like that's what just happened. Like, no lie. Literally, the game didn't even say I was bleeding. It just killed me. It just said, give up. Okay. I'll give you what you want. I'll give up. That actually legitimately is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. That legit might be the worst game I've ever played in my life. I have to think about that. It's rare. It is rare. All right. When I play a game that is so bad that I will quit it within 1 hour of playing. Usually I'll tough through. I have absolutely no desire to play that any further. The game didn't even save anything. And there's no way to save your game. Now I feel bad because I just did my most disappointing games of the year countdown for 2025, and I said that Mind's Eye was bad. Mind's Eye is much better than that. Mind's Eye is very bad, but what just happened? That was literally the worst hour experience I think I've ever seen of a game in my life. I've never played a game in 1 hour was that bad. Let's just quickly go through it. Okay? Items can't be used. They get stuck in your inventory, glitched. You have to restart the game. The combat is atrocious. As soon as the enemy runs at you, if you dodge, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You have a random chance to bleed out, and there's no way to get items to stop bleeding out unless you randomly pick them up, which is a random chance that the RNG gives you one. They haven't been in the game yet, right? The animations of the enemies are atrociously bad. They just walk forward like this and don't really do anything. When they die, they go complete ragdoll and wiggle around. The actual aiming mechanic is terrible. They said that it uses the haptic, not haptic feedback, but the aiming. I forget what it's called. The two-step aiming of the trigger. It doesn't. It actually doesn't at all. It's actually a complete bait and switch. It doesn't use it properly. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. Let's see. The main character is in her underwear on purpose for a reason for you to try to play the game. Like they're trying to attract people to buy a game that obviously is horrendous. So they purposefully put her in underwear at the start so people will try to buy it and make some money on it, even though it's one of the worst games ever made. The voice acting was terrible. The graphics are terrible. As you saw, everything in the environment was pixelated. I'm playing at 4K, and everything in the environment was completely pixelated. Nothing was sharp whatsoever. You know what that makes me feel? It's just upscaled. Like the game actually is 1080p, and it upscales to 4K, but doesn't actually upscale, so it just looks like a pixelated mess. The game doesn't save at all. So basically, there's no way, if you die, you have to redo the entire stage from the start. I mean, I could keep going. Like, what the fuck? $50. That game is $49.99. I'm not kidding. It's $50 for that game. That was the first new game I played in 2026, folks. We're off to a very bad start. I mean, I just started. I actually updated my PS5 to do this. I guess I didn't need to bother. I wonder, is there a way to get a refund for a game like that? Not that I need it, but just on principle. I would like to ask Sony for a refund and be like, no, this game actually is insanely unfinished, bad, and a piece of garbage, and no one should have to actually pay money for it. Like, I definitely should be able to get my money back, but I don't know how you do it on PlayStation. That's absolutely insane. I'm shocked. I'm not kidding you. I've made content for 17 years. I don't recall quitting a game that fast in that time frame. That is the worst game. That might actually be the worst game I've ever played. I'm trying to think in perspective. Like, there's games that I find boring, but they're functional. There's games that I find broken, but they're fun or silly. That game is none of that. It's like nothing. It is actually, I think, the worst fucking game I've ever played. I think I found it. Well, folks, no, Amy, TX Shooter says, what about Amy? Similar vibe, for sure. Broken, unpolished piece of garbage survival horror game from back in the day, but you could get through a bunch of Amy without issue. It ran horribly. It was a PlayStation 3 game. It ran terribly and all that, right? But you could get far. Like, this is just, there is no reason to bother with this. Like, holy moly. That is, I can't believe that actually exists. That they're selling that for $50 today in 2026. That game developer should be ashamed of themselves. Like, no lie, they should actually have to go down on their hands and knees and make a public apology to everyone for selling their game in that state. That's insanely bad garbage. Atrociously bad slop. That is the definition of gaming slop in the modern era. That is, I'm not kidding you. I'm not exaggerating. That's the worst game I've ever played.